Imagine waking up, opening your banking app, and suddenly seeing a message that changes everything. Your account has been temporarily restricted. You can't send money. You can't withdraw funds. And sometimes, you can't even use your card. For many users of Revolut, this situation can feel confusing, stressful, and even a little frightening. But here's the reality most people don't understand. Digital banks don't freeze accounts randomly. Behind the scenes, there are complex security systems, automated monitoring tools, and strict financial regulations that control how these platforms operate. Welcome to Money Decode. I'm Sajjad, and in today's video, we're going to break down the real reasons why Revolut freezes accounts, how their security system actually works, and what users can do if this situation ever happens to them. The hidden system behind digital banking. To understand why accounts get frozen, we first need to understand how modern fintech platforms work. Unlike traditional banks with physical branches, Revolut operates primarily through digital infrastructure. Every payment, transfer, when something unusual appears, the system may automatically trigger a temporary restriction while a review takes place. Reason number 1, unusual financial activity. One of the most common triggers is unusual transaction behavior. Imagine an account that normally receives small payments every month. Suddenly, the account receives a very large transfer from another country. From a security perspective, that kind of change can look suspicious. Automated systems are designed to detect these patterns instantly. When this happens, the platform may temporarily freeze certain features while verifying the legitimacy of the transaction. This doesn't necessarily mean anything illegal occurred. It simply means the system wants confirmation. Reason number 2, identity verification problems. Another major reason accounts are restricted involves identity verification. Digital banks must verify the identity of every user on their platform. If identification documents expire, information doesn't match, or verification remains incomplete, the system may limit the account until the issue is resolved. Users may then be asked to upload documents such as government ID, proof of address, or additional verification information. Once the platform confirms the user's identity, normal access is usually restored. Reason number 3, suspicious login activity. In some cases, the restriction is actually designed to protect the user. If Revolut detects login behavior that looks unusual, it may temporarily lock certain features. This can happen if a login occurs from a new country, multiple failed login attempts are detected, a completely new device accesses the account. These security checks are meant to prevent hackers or unauthorized users from gaining access to funds. In other words, sometimes the freeze is actually a safety mechanism. Reason number 4, regulatory compliance reviews. Financial technology companies operate under strict legal oversight. Regulators require platforms to monitor financial transactions and investigate activity that could potentially involve fraud or financial crime. Because of this, platforms like Revolut sometimes need to review certain accounts in detail. During these reviews, account features may be temporarily limited until the compliance team finishes their investigation. While this process can feel frustrating for users, it is part of how digital financial systems maintain security and legal compliance. What happens during an account review? When a review begins, the platform may request additional information from the user. This might include confirming the source of funds, uploading identification documents, explaining specific transactions. Once the compliance team verifies everything, the restriction is typically removed and the account returns to normal. Most cases are resolved once the requested information is submitted. How users can reduce the risk. While account reviews can happen to anyone, there are several steps users can take to reduce the chances of restrictions. Always complete identity verification fully. Avoid unexplained large transfers that are very different from your normal activity. Keep your personal details updated within the app. And if the platform requests documents or information, respond as quickly as possible. These small steps can significantly reduce the likelihood of account disruptions. Account freezes can feel alarming, especially when you rely on digital banking for everyday transactions. But in most cases, these restrictions are not punishments. They are security checks designed to protect users, prevent fraud, and keep the financial system stable. Understanding how these systems work makes it much easier to navigate situations like this. This is Money Decode. I'm Sajjad. And on this channel, we uncover the hidden systems behind digital payments, fintech platforms, and the modern financial world. If you found this explanation helpful, make sure to subscribe and join us for more videos, where we decode the world of digital money. Thanks for watching.